Record mode. So we are recording now. Good evening. My name is John Lopresto. I am an ambassador with the Viridian Network, and I used to say Energy Network, but we are a sustainable lifestyle company, which is pretty cool. Fantastic stuff. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to open up our PowerPoint. This new PowerPoint that we are using is phenomenal. And I'm going to start this presentation. Viridian Energy, or Viridian, the company, sustainable lifestyle company, is a company that is a mission-based company. And I got involved. I'm an ambassador with the company. I got involved in 2010 when the company was only about 6 months old. It was founded in 2009. And I got involved with a bunch of people in New Jersey. And we got going. And let me just see real quick. We got a hand here, chat. Hold on 1 second. Make sure you can see the screen. Hey, how are you? Hello, Felix. Yeah, now, when we do that, please, I'm going to have to go back into screen sharing mode because when that happens, unfortunately, here we go. Here we go. It's a new share. Right. So stay away from chatting. Hold your questions to the end because that's what happens when I go into the chat room. Some technological glitch with this. So here we go from the beginning. Here we go. My name is John Lopresto. Here we go again. And I'm recording this evening so you can share this with your prospects and your friends and your family who want to take a closer look at this. Now, I'm going to stand up real quick and show you something. Here it says STP. We refer to it as a showing the plan or sharing the program. This is just sharing some information with you this evening. That's all we're going to do. We're going to talk about this company, but ultimately I want to pose a few questions to you. And it's just not rhetorical stuff. This is just straight up. I'm going to ask you a question. Who are you? And I really want you to think about this tonight once you get off this. Why are you here? Are you involved with something larger than yourself? I mean, are you working right now and you feel unfulfilled? I know I'm the last of the baby boomers. I was born in 1964. It's the last year of the baby boomers, and then the Gen Xers, and now the millennials. And a lot of the people that I know that are my age are coming to a crossroads where they're either winding down or they're starting up. And a lot of them are starting up because they don't feel fulfilled at what they're doing. A lot of people are just trading time for money. And that's really all we were taught. You don't want to sound cliche, but you work for a paycheck, and if you're not feeling fulfilled at what you do, maybe some time for a change. And that's why this is a great vehicle and platform for people to get involved. Now, where do you want to be in the next 3 to 5 years? Think about it. We've got a perfect solution for anyone looking. So what do? We market products. We're a sustainable lifestyle product company. And that's clean energy, solar, electricity, responsible natural gas, as well as zero carbon travel. And we're going to dive in that tonight big. We're going to really dive in deep and talk about our newest offering called Travelite. Giving people sustainable choices is a global movement. It really is. It's a huge global movement. People are interested. They perk up, Think about these 2 questions. It's ridiculous. Who do you know that uses energy? Everybody. Who do you know that wants to travel? Everybody. If people have more time and more money, 98% of people say, I'd love to travel the world, spend more time with my family. So that's what we're all about right here. Let's talk about the company real quick. Viridian was founded by Michael Folquist in 2009 out of Stamford, Connecticut. We're now in Norwalk, Connecticut. We're 53rd in the world in direct selling association. Did $324 million in revenue last year. We have 250,000 customers with 25,000 associates. We just launched our international platform. We're live now in Australia, marketing electricity. We've been responsible for 277 local and global sustainability initiatives. I've been proud to be on many of them. I've traveled the world with this company from Brazil to Africa, Indonesia, Fiji, Nicaragua, Albania, and I've been part of our sustainability initiatives, giving back. These projects are amazing. And our customers, just by supporting our platform, have helped us reduce 7 billion pounds of carbon emissions from the atmosphere. So let's look at our markets. We have 12 electricity markets, 9 natural gas markets, and 12 solar markets that we're currently marketing our energy products in. You see electricity, these are our products, these are core products. electricity, natural gas, solar, and now Travel Light. Now, introducing Travel Light. What's so important about Travel Light? It's very rare you get involved with a company that's a 7-year-old company and you're on the ground floor of the next big thing. Never mind the ground floor of the next big thing, but we are going national with this product. So if you look at the country right now, and I'll use my cursor right here, you can see all these active electricity, solar, and gas markets. Well, as of December 1st, we're going live in 50 states. We have an opportunity to share Travel Light with everyone you know, and I'm talking everyone. This is not the product that you just go, well, let me think who would like this thing. Everybody loves to travel. Most people want to travel more. If they could travel for less money and they could accumulate reward points towards free travel, if they can cash in on travel and make money and do this for a living and tie in a clean energy component or renewable energy component or a sustainability component where we're offsetting travel with carbon credits and making it zero carbon or carbon neutral travel, it's going to be huge, folks. So why is zero carbon travel big? Because travel is probably the largest culprit producing the most carbon out of our carbon footprint. You see the home, you see food, you see goods, you see services. But travel, we wanted to tackle travel. And now we have zero carbon travel. We feel it in here in Viridian Land, Generation V. We're going to make a huge splash. So who's making the money? Who are the players? Real simple. TripAdvisor has 315 million monthly viewers. Priceline Expedia sell over 34 million room nights a month. It's 1 million rooms a night. Talking about big stuff. It's an $8 trillion space travel. It came from a $500 billion energy space to an $8 trillion travel space. It's a global thing. In the fourth quarter of 2015, Priceline Expedia registered over 32 billion in gross bookings. A lot of money. Now, while the revenues are impressive, their hands are tied. This is called rate parity, okay? This is basically two companies that own all the public websites. So Expedia, Kayak, Travelocity, Bookings, Hotels, Trivago. It's all the same companies, two companies. And they basically set the market price, okay? So it's about giving people the illusion that they're shopping for booking a trip. They're actually being savvy. They're going through the process of what they normally do to book a trip, and they think, well, I'm going to compare. I'm going to shop and compare. Look at this. I use my cursor right here. All the prices are the same across the board. So you go and dive in and notice this. You'll notice that it's all the same. It's all the same. So we are not subject to rate parity, which is really cool. Okay, Travel Light up to 50% off on travel, 110% low price guarantee, which means if you find it anywhere cheaper, we will refund you 110% of the difference, okay? Zero carbon travel, how do we do it? We're doing it already as a company. We offset our carbon footprint by purchasing carbon credits when we travel. Every time as a group, there was 35 people traveling. They figure out how many people on that plane, how many hotels, how many transfers, and the company actually already does that. We do that internally. And now we're going to start to offer that to the public. And I think people are going to eat it up. Light Up the World program. For every month someone's a solar customer, or electric customer, or gas customer, or a Travel Light customer, we will offer light to a part of the world that suffers from energy poverty. Our goal is 1 million customers to offer 1 million days worth of light. It's pretty cool. I think we're going to have millions of customers, millions. Empower trips. Some of the trips I was talking about before, Africa, Indonesia, the largest growing segment of travel right now is empower travel. It's voluntourism, people going somewhere and actually giving back and doing something that has meaning to the people that they're visiting and has meaning to their life. Reward points, we're going to talk about that in depth on this portal. When you become a member, you get to accumulate points, reward points towards free travel that you can cash in for gift certificates for cash and use it to offset future travel. And they don't flush for 10 years. You can accumulate points, okay? Personal concierge to walk you through the process. If you have problems with one hotel, they can help you with another hotel. They can find you more savings. And ultimately, karma. Karma is the big thing here. Karma, folks, karma is going to change everything for everybody because karma is the viral marketing link that you'll have as a Travel Light member to share with everyone and anyone you know. They can register on your site. And they can go around and shop and actually physically, emotionally, spiritually use the product, really dive in. get comfortable with it, roll around with it, book some trips, and compare the pricing. And there's nothing like going on a site without no collusion, without anyone standing over your shoulder telling you to book. You can go book a flight, go book a trip rather to Barcelona, go Punta Cana, Cancun, go book a Vegas trip, book an LA trip, and see for yourself the difference between our pricing and the public pricing. It's staggering. Okay, premium discounts for members, over 400,000 hotels, 8,000 car rental locations, weekly stays, excursions, golf outings, concert tickets, you can name it. And look at some of the pricing here. Cancun, Mexico, 2 guests, 7 nights. Travelocity Expedia, $5,537, $2,200 through the program, $3,300 savings on one trip. Real-time pricing, folks. This is real. Okay. Dallas, Texas, on the hotel, 1 guest, 3 nights, the 11th to the 14th. $837, $593, $244 savings. Myrtle Beach, the cottages, 6 guests, 5 nights, big package deal, $4,000. You get it for $3,062, got $987 savings. Okay, we'll do one more. Los Angeles, the Westin Bonaventura Hotel and Suites, 2 guests, 4 nights, from February 8th to the 12th, $1,893 on both sites. $860 on our site, over $1,000 worth of savings. People are going to eat this up. This is what the site looks like. A member can get on. And if you're an associate with a company and you become a Travelite member, which you will do, excuse me, a little mineral, little Italian mineral, get the good stuff. You get to play around with your site. So you can see at the top of the page, you got deals, accommodations, cruises, cars, things to do, flights, marketplace, timeshare owners, products, slew of stuff. Really dive into this site. When we go live December 1st, you're going to play around, use all the tools, but you're going to share this site. Okay? Your search engine. Want to look for a hotel. Honolulu, 82 hotels found in Honolulu. You can search by money, how much money you want to spend, or by reward credits, sort by the biggest amount of savings, percentage of savings, and that'll do that for you. You can see right here, 34%, 32%, 27%, 26%. So let's see. It's going to show you, plain and simple, how much money you can save. If the public price is $1,800 and you pay $1,191, it shows you right there you're saving $610 on one trip, folks, one trip. Now, zero carbon travel, we offer it to everybody, which means you're a Travelite member, you swipe your card for $99, it's $39.99 a month. We're going to show you at the end how you can get it for free, which is really cool. Part of this viral marketing concept. Everybody that becomes a member, and anyone that's an associate that's a member, can hand the karma out to friends and family. And this is free, by referral only. So I would sit home at night or during the day, and I would say, man, I'm on my website, and I would send out an email invite to 100 of my friends, to 500 of my friends. There's no limit to how many people you can refer to your website, okay? So I'm going to get to the end and talk about a little bit of compensation right now. Now, we talked about gas, electricity, and travel, okay, and solar. But just when you get started and you're an associate and you wanted to do this as a business, you're really looking at this, maybe I can market clean energy. It makes sense. It feels good. Solar is the hottest thing. It's only 1% market share. The feds have just increased the solar extensions 5 more years. So I was just talking to a big solar guy today, had lunch with him, trying to bring him in the business. I wanted to show him the numbers. And we talked about this, how big this landscape is. Well, let's just say in our business, every 5 customers you get, it's a revolution, triggers a bonus. It's $100 normally. During your first fast action zone, 28 days, you have the ability to go out there and get 3 of these revolutions, $200, $200, $200, make $600 in your first 28 days. We call it the triple play. You can actually start to build a business and bring people into your business who want to go out there and market solar, market electricity, market gas, market travel. They can market whatever they want to market. They have no holds barred. Come in, you can market any one of our products in any one of our live markets. And now you can start building leverage. This business, network marketing, direct selling, whatever you want to call it, multi-level marketing, is about leverage. It's not a sales job. It's not like you're getting a position and you're paying to become an employee. This is a home-based business that's real. 8+ rating with the BBB. Been around 7 years, did 324 million in a handful of states. And now we're going live, all 50 states, with a travel product that can ultimately save people thousands of dollars. You can just think about a family of 5 people, family of 5 are going to Florida, going on a vacation, save a middle income, somebody $1,000 on a trip, and absolutely love you for it. This is about building the business. It's about sharing this. Let's say you wanted to just market solar, okay? You get $1,000 for each solar contract, no money out of pocket. It's called the PPA. You also get bonuses to your team up to $140. Here's the sweet spot. You get paid on the life of the system for 20 years. So for someone like me, 52 years old, and you're thinking in the next 4 or 5 years, I could build an annuity that's going to pay me for 20 years. I'm all over it. And we have ranks, like anything, in any business. And anytime you rank up, the compensation plan opens up. Get the director, Fast Action Revolutions, in depth, pay you $100 every time someone gets 5 customers that are coded to you, and you're a director. It triggers a bonus every time. Reoccurring revolutions, which means every month after your first 28 days is up, 6 months from now, you get 5 customers in a month, triggers a bonus. Get the partner, and those bonuses go from 130 to 175, 50. Get to ambassador, for rank on that right now, and your bonuses go to 225 and $60 for recurring revolutions. So there's a lot of money in the plan. Now, let's talk about monthly residual pay. These are some numbers based on electricity, but I want to show you travel. This is awesome. I'm going to bring me, let me go back, hold on a second. Let me bring, I don't think I'm in the way a little bit. I'll get all the way up there. So as a director, that's what it looks like. As a director, very simply put, you got 5 associates in your business, you're a director. You go out and bring 3 people in your business and teach them how to get 10 Travel-Lite customers. And we're going to talk about that towards the end on how people can become a member for free. And all they're going to do is use the link. This is the best part about this product. You use the product, you see the savings, you become a member, and then you get to share the savings with other people. They use the product, they see the savings, they want the full discount, they become a member, we can offset your dues. It's awesome stuff. But this is just 3 associates getting 10 customers and duplicating down 6 levels. As a director, you're talking about close to $11,000 in residual income based on about 10,000 customers. It's a little over $1 a customer. When you get to partner, same thing. Go and get 3 associates. Teach those 3 associates, get 10 customers. That duplicates down 6 levels. Oh, by the way, we get paid to unlimited levels. It doesn't stop at 6. Now you're looking at $27,770. Together, director code and partner code, you're looking at $38,000 in residual income. And there are people that are making more than that, way more than that in this business. But now we're doing it with travel. Get to ambassador, bring 3 associates in, teach them how to get 10 customers, duplicates down 6 levels. Mind you, you get paid deeper than 6 levels. You get paid to unlimited levels. $54,000. So as an ambassador, with 10,000 fully coded customers, you're talking about $54,000 in residual income. Sounds far-fetched for a lot of people. To many people, can't wrap your brain around someone starting up in this business in 6 months, 10 months, having 10,000 customers in the business. But when we launched Energy, we put about 25,000 customers in the system in like 7 weeks. So we're about to do it again with travel in a big scale. So what is Karma? How does it work? Hey, as a customer, you have a Karma link that you can share with your friends and family. They save money and you earn money. That's right, folks. You earn money every time they book a trip. So check this out. Here's the sites. You got your Travel-Lite site, you're a member. Hotels, Deers, cars, cruises, all that stuff. You see the deep discounts over here, $400 savings. You earn customer points. You account towards revolution bonuses, towards rank advancement, 2 times the residual as energy. Great stuff. But Karma, you earn 80% match on the customer savings, okay? And 20% goes to your up team, but it's the perfect recruiting tool. Why? Because someone can go on the site as a Karma customer for free as a referral. And I just shot it out to my cousin Susan. My cousin Susan gets on the site and she books a trip. She's not a member. She just got the Karma link sent to her. I sent it. I gave her the invite. She registered. Now she went on the site and she saw the trip and she said, wow, I could save $100 on this trip, but it says you could save an additional $300. You see my cursor on this hotel, learn more. Does she want to save $100 or does she want to save $400? man, I want to save 400. She may call me up and say how to become a member, and I walk her through the process. But let's say she doesn't want to become a member. She just wants to book that trip and save $100. 80% of that $100 gets kicked back to me in commission. So I just made $80 for saving her $100. And there's no limit. So I'm telling you, you can go out and bring in 100 friends and family, and if 10 people shopped on your website and saved $200 a piece, think about it, $1,600 goes back to you in commission. But it gets better. Check this out. One example of karma with that big trip I showed you before in Cancun, with $3,300 savings. What if they just booked it through karma and they didn't want to get the full savings? They're crazy. Maybe they don't want to become a member. I'm non-committal. I don't want to spend $39 a month to save $3,300 with no contract. Check this out. The karma customer, if they just used karma for this trip, they would have saved $826. Now you saved a friend, family member, a coworker, $826. You made $661 commission off one trip. So here's how it works. You're a karma customer and an associate. You hand your link out to 100 people. Well, let's just say you hand it out, in this case, to 4 people. They register on your link, and 3 of them book the trip for $100 a piece. Excuse me, book the trip, they saved $100 a piece. Let me rephrase that. They didn't book a trip for 100. They're not going far if they booked the trip for 100. But let's say they saved $100 a piece. 80% of that goes back to you. So you get $80 per customer. It's $240 went back to you for commission. 20% of that, $60 went upline to your sponsor and to your director, to your partner, to your ambassador. So everyone gets a little piece of the pie. Beautiful stuff. Can't even imagine what it's going to look like. We're talking about big numbers. Now, here's where it gets interesting. You have to think about this. So you have the karma link, and you just signed up a customer. And now the customer has a karma link. And the customer shoots out that karma link with their friends, their family, their neighbors, their constituents, their coworkers. And now 3 of those people book a trip, save $100. The customer doesn't earn the referral money. You earn the referral money. So now think about this. So stay with me for a second. You can go out and sign up 20 karma customers. Travel light customers. They're highly incentivized to go out and share the link. Why? Travel reward points. Every time you book a trip through your portal, you accumulate travel reward points that don't flush for 10 years. So it's not just based on your travel, it's your link being shot out to multiple people and them traveling through your portal. You don't get the cash back. The associate gets the cash back, but you accumulate the reward points towards free travel. So you're really incentivized the customer to go out there and share the link. You could share the link with 1,000 people. What's it going to look like if now, this is you, and let's just say you don't have 3 Travel Light customers, you have 30 Travel Light customers. And now they're sharing the link with at least 4 people apiece. Okay, it's 120 people looking at the link, booking trips. What if it's 30 people times 100 people they've shot the link out to? And now you have 3,000 people looking at the site, booking vacations through the karma link that's attached to your business site. And if 100 of them booked a trip and saved $200 a piece, $16,000 goes back to you in a one-time commission. I'm looking at this based on my old company, or my old position in the company, when I had 4,500 associates, marketing energy, and 24,000 customers. What if I had 20,000 Travel Light members, which I know I'm going for quick? Right out of the gate, we're just building and building, because when they see the value, it's like, again, there's nothing more transparent than letting someone go to a link, a website, without anyone standing over their shoulder and book a trip on their own and see the savings that this value proposition offers. Why? We are a premium membership. We're not subject to rate parity. Think about, I think the parent company has over 400,000 customers. So we're going to get pricing that we give in 110% low price guarantee. We're talking about phenomenal pricing. Think of what's going to happen when these people start to get on the site and book, some are going to want to become a customer. Some are going to want to become an associate. Some are just going to want to use the link and become a Karma customer. Some are going to want to become an associate. This referral program is multiple levels of karma out there. You signed up 20 customers. They brought in a handful of customers who have karma links, who brought in a handful of customers who have karma links that are all attached to your business portal. So is it safe to say 1,000 people could be out there, 5,000 people? Yeah, that's the goal. Our goal is to have tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of people referring people through karma. We also have a platform for fundraisers. So we can bring in 501c3s, any school, any non-for-profit who wants to now sign up as an associate for free, because we waive free to enroll. They become a customer. Now they send their karma link to all their constituents and supporters and say, we're not looking for a check. We just want you to book your travel through our web portal. And 80% of your savings goes back to the school or church. 1,000 people in the course of a year book a trip and save $100. $80,000 goes to the charitable organization. Awesome. How about vets? You know anybody who's a hero? Anybody who served their country, even their spouses? It's free for them to enroll. It's an opportunity like no other for our veterans to come in, no money out of pocket, and build this business and share this with other veterans so that we can have the largest grassroots veterans movement in the country. And it's just an amazing program because this company always gives back, always thinking ahead of the curve, okay? Incentive trips, the car program. How would you like to get a car allowance for $500 to put yourself in a Tesla or an Audi, or win a trip to go to Brazil or go to Central America or go to Africa or go to Indonesia and do one of our projects and be part of this culture? And we're talking about, instead of sending 30 people, we're talking about sending hundreds and hundreds of people. And I get to go tomorrow night. We're having an ambassador's dinner, holiday dinner. So one of the perks is you get to go on these beautiful dinners and little lunches and these little trips and it's little retreats. It's phenomenal. I absolutely love what this company has done for my life. And I'm here to just share information. That's it. So think about your connections. How many people you know on average? Say the average person knows 600 people. Do you know any of them that use energy? Do you know any of them that would love to travel? Do you know the problem is with people? People. You know what the problem with people is? People. When I say to people, the best part about this business is the people. You know what the worst part about this business is? It's the people. It's a joke, but it's true. People can't get out of their own way. I was one of them for years. My vocal coach for years, I used to sing for 30 years. He would say to me, I studied with him for 10 years, God rest his soul. Left us in 2001, right before September 11th. And right before my dad had open heart surgery. Talk about stream of events that are catastrophic and life-changing. You lose your coach, you almost lose your dad, and then a bunch of people you know die in a horrific event on 9/11. But it woke me up to say, I'm not happy doing what I'm doing. And it was a wake-up call. It was like, went through all this strife and I need to try something different. So you look at the amount of connections you have and how many people are at that crossroad right now, you don't even know it. You don't even know if they're bearing something hardcore. They're done with their job. They're done with the situation. They're done with the money they're making. They're done with the lack of fulfillment, and they may be looking for something different. We have 600 people we can talk to that are going to want to travel. And what about time freedom and financial freedom? Don't you know a ton of people with money with no time? And don't you know a ton of people with a ton of time and no money? How about something in between? How about a little time freedom and a little financial freedom? A little bit of both. So I'm going to leave you with this. $299 up front to be an associate. This is a business. You're buying a business. Your website's $24.99. That's your overhead. You don't have inventory. You don't have overhead. You really don't have any liability. You don't have payroll. You don't have inventory. You don't have employees. This is a virtual business. Literally online, I do my business from my cell phone, from my iPad, and my laptop, which I'm staring at right now. To become a customer, Travel Light customer, it's $99 up front. If you sign up as an associate right now, we waive the $99, and the $39.99 can be waived for you. This simple. Any associate or Travel Light customer who brings us 4 referrals and they become a customer, we waive the $99. So as long as they have 4 referrals, and you're going to have people referring people. I know that this platform, when one person saves the kind of money they're going to save, people are going to be all over this thing. And they're going to see the value in it. And I'm going to bring somebody on right now, a dear friend of mine. So I'm going to be very conscious of your time. I'm going to bring this gentleman in right now. We go to the viewers. There we go. Where are you, viewers? List of viewers, participants. There we go. Okay, let me go down. I'm looking for someone right here. Hold on one second. There's a bunch of you on tonight. Hello, Gene Stars. I love Gene Stars. Kevin, I'm going to bring you on right now. Okay, promote to panelist. Kevin Debs is my buddy for 20-something years. I'm going to unmute you, brother. Hello, pal. You look handsome. What a good guy. Okay, I can hear you, too.
I got to tell you, you're very flattering. Even to this day, 20 years later, he still lies in my face. I take it. I'm like,
you're the man. Well,
I take it.
All right, listen. Well, Kevin, I'm going to tell you real quick. Kevin's my friend. I've been friends with Kevin. We met in Hoboken. We used to train in the same gym. We started running around the same circles together. Kevin, I have a lot of respect for. We're buds. Wherever. If I don't see him for 6 months, we'll talk here and then. We pick up where we left off. So I've shown Kevin our energy platform for quite some time. Didn't float his boat. And then saw that it's a travel light and made a lot of sense to him, and got completely excited with our platform. So just so far, just your experience, and just talk about your trips and what we plan on doing, how big we plan on taking this.
Well, I appreciate it, John, and I love the energy through. I've watched a couple of these webinars, and for everybody online, I encourage you to get repetition with this. In my old job and my current job, when we managed a national sales force, and the hardest thing for anybody in their current jobs or personal, professional, is to find that one thing that gets you up in the morning, the energy and the power and what makes you want to do what you want to do, and find that value proposition.
Sure.
And having been on Wall Street for the better part of 20 some odd years, I can't believe we're that old, but nevertheless, the discipline and the hard work that gets you to this point, what might be missing and lacking from that is the passion and the energy. And so when John started to talk about third-party energy in Veridian, and I signed up in the West Village, right? I had, through Con Ed, I had the,
Yeah, you're a customer. You supported the kid back in the day.
Absolutely. What I could do, and for the savings I saw, it was a line item, but I felt like I was doing something. It was providing a little bit of, relief to all the pollution, and certainly for the environment. So now, if I were to give everybody in their business has a cost center and a profit center. And a lot of times when we pay our bills, we think of those bills as a cost center, because what is it? It's money out of your pocket. That's what you go through. But a lot of times when we think about travel, we think about it as being a profit center. What do you get out of travel? Enjoyment, great times. You always reflect back and say, remember the time we went to Vegas, or remember the time we were down, in the tropics, and this is what happened. And a lot of that for this program, and for the brevity, I'm not going to get into the adult portion of that, but you have a tremendous amount of memory, so it feels like a profit center. And when John started to talk about what Veridian Travel Light is going to be, and what they're going to launch in December 1st, all of these ideas came about. And all of these things started to click with the profit center and the value proposition. What do I do on a daily basis? How can I get that passion back, and then combine the discipline and the hard work to achieve my goals, and feel like it's not really working because I'm providing a value. I'm helping people help themselves. I'm helping the environment by being absolutely neutral, very neutral, which is a hard thing to do going forward. So I have a trip coming up, which I'm proud of. I'm taking my parents for their 50th wedding anniversary, my dad's 80th birthday. We're going to Japan, we're going to Hong Kong, and we're going to Australia. It's a trip of a lifetime. It's humbling to be able to provide that for my parents. But I booked it, and for the disclosure, it was just about $6,000 in hotels. John started talking about this, and I said, John, you know what's going to be great if we start working in this? If we have a live example, somebody can be tangible with something. Let's not just talk about it. What is the real value proposition here? Mm-hmm. Take my trip, run it through the machine. Let's get an answer. John runs it through the machine, comes back with $1,600 of savings. That's 27% off the top of the line, right? I'm booked through Travelocity. I see Travelocity in column 2. I see Travelite in column 1. And I'm going, and he called me because he was calling for something else. I go, have you seen these emails? This is amazing. Like, you got to be kidding me. And the beauty of it was, and I think what we talked about, to tell you how authentic it was, the trip to Japan, it wasn't that much savings. They said, it's apples to apples. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to just give you a deal to suck you in. But if you want to choose another option, I can show you something that'll save you a couple $100s a night. So that's my option as a traveler. So when he talks about playing with the website, here's $1,600 of savings. So quickly do the math. You look at being just a customer. $600 out of your pocket annual with the upfront fee. $1,600 less $600. I got $1,000 to play with. What am I going to do? I'm either spending it on that trip or booking another trip, booking more reward points, becoming
And the reward points too.
Exactly. It's all an accrual. So now I've got the 5,700 reduced to 4,100. I'm going to get those bonus points. I'm going to book another trip. And now, just as a customer, not an associate, and I'm getting excited thinking about this because I don't even get this way at work.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this and going, I've now got another trip. And what if I save money on that trip? It's going to go towards another trip. I've become my own value proposition. So when I tell my friends, this isn't selling, this is fact. This is helping the environment. This is helping my friends help it themselves, doing what we all love to do, which is what John's slide accurately says. 100% of us like to travel. So that, John, I'll turn it back over to you. It's a pleasure to speak with all of you. I hope we get to speak with you.
Buddy, you crushed it. And guys, he really undersold himself. Kevin worked for Morgan Stanley for a very long time. Went over to Deutsche Bank. He's with Barclays right now. We're talking Wall Street guys. We're talking, what credibility this and Joe and Frank are Wall Street guys, ex-Wall Street guys. They were FX guys, foreign exchange guys, and they were squeezed out because technology took over, and all of a sudden, currencies were merging, technology took over. Now we're finding out that technology is taking over in other areas and other facets of industry, and people are losing their jobs or they're being downsized, outside sales jobs. Remember, brick and mortar, gone. People are going online. So as all of this stuff is evolving, and my boy Vinny Lamantia, that's what I'm going to call him from now on. Vinny says, technology was a foe. Now technology is our friend. So we're going to use this platform. And I know, Kev, you're excited because there's a corporate aspect to this. There's a nonprofit aspect to this. There's a community aspect to this. This is roll this out as employee benefit program. Roll this out to all your friends and family. Do you want to make money with it? Do you want to save money with it? Do you want to save others money with it? Do you want to go carbon neutral and do it for an environmental thing? You want to earn money to go on travel reward and power trips. There's so much to this platform, folks, that I'm going to end it now, but because we can go on and talk about it for 5 hours. But Kevin and I have been talking every day, 3-4 times a day, on how fast we want to launch, how big we want to go. We're not talking about we'd love to have 5,000, 10,000 customers, hundreds of thousands of customers. Because when customers have incentive to go out and get customers so that they can get reward points towards free travel and ultimately get a $39 fee waived. So now it's free. People love free. We know people love free. They love open bar. They love, hot buffet. They love anything that they can get. It's perceived value. This is not perceived value. This is, he just told you, he booked the trip, $1,600, folks. No one is going to walk away from booking a trip on our portal and seeing that difference and saying, why is there such a discrepancy? I want to learn more. And then when they find out there is a revenue, karma is a revenue machine. Because, Kev, there could be 20,000 websites, right? 20,000 portals. And think about it. If just one person on each portal through each website, just in 1 year, booked one trip and saved $100, it's $2 million. $1.6 million goes out to the field in earnings, and $400K goes upline. You have to think about that. Go, one more.
I just want to say one more thing for everybody. Candidly, I've been fortunate enough in my career to make a good living every year. And so when John talks about people who have a lot of money but no time, I happen to fall into kind of that category. I can tell you safely, never in my career have I had unlimited upside. Never. As much money as I've been fortunate enough to make and people that I've interacted with and felt like I really had a reward, Never in my career have I had unlimited upside. Travel Light is unlimited upside. I'm not kidding all of you. You should all feel like there's no limit to what I can do with this thing. And I mean
Awesome,
that.
brother. Awesome. We got Vin's going to pop on because he needs to rant because his hair's crazy. Thank you, brother. Stay there, brother. Vin, look at Vin. Look at him. What are you doing, kid?
I do. I just swallowed a pack of firecrackers in my head.
I love your hair. I got to speak up. I'm teasing up.
It's wild. It's wild.
Hey, Vinny, Kevin, Vin, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Kevin, how are you? Welcome to the team. Welcome to the business.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be part of this. It's something special.
It really, really is. I'm so pumped. I've been doing webinars and I've been doing, a lot of talks with people. We just launched a team down here in North Carolina. It's just to have this. It's funny because I just spoke to a woman on Facebook. I'm going back and forth with her. And I shared the Travel Light, then I shared a webinar I did, and boom, easy enough, send me the application. We're in a time right now that so many people are looking. One of my neighbors too, I just spoke to, another very successful guy, like you were just saying. I mean, I just joined in a little while ago. He's always traveling, ironically, with business. He's never really around. So people right now, more than ever, are looking for something. And it's something, it's unique because something this woman just said to me before is, it seems easy enough. Who doesn't travel? It's funny, when I share this with people, it seems they're pitching it back to me. And when something's easy, and when you have value in the market, and you have something with very significant value, it's very easy to move in the market. And this is why, and John, you were just saying, we can move quickly and swiftly. And for the folks that are joining in and looking at this or watching the recording, we have a 6-figure foundation. We have a system in place. We know exactly what we're doing. We have teams of people. We got the system, the webinars, the conference calls, the events. We have technologies like this right now. We're in different states. There's people on in different states right now watching this. So just using leverage is the key to victory. And these things, to me, as a retired New York City firefighter, I never understood this concept. But once I did, and I saw this, the reason why I was doing it is precisely that. I needed the time, needed the money, and I had to get involved with a 21st century business model because we live in the 21st century. So Johnny's always like a best friend of mine, and is just always a tremendous leader. He's taught people how to make multiple 6 figures, does it himself, and he go on to 7 figures. So we're in a very special place. I see it. When you watch what's happened in network marketing, in the travel space, there's companies that are skyrocketing. So the math is the math, the numbers are there, and people, it makes it really special with people, like we were just saying, busy business people, already successful people, are coming to this industry for many things, and what it represents is freedom, is passive income, is multiple income streams, is micro franchising with no headaches in traditional business. So it's really exciting, and it's great to just join into this meetings live. If you look all over Facebook, there's meetings live right now. There's conference calls, there's recordings. There's a lot of excitement. It's all over social media, Instagram, Facebook, and we haven't really haven't even gotten started. So I'm really excited.
Buddy, thank you for joining, bud. You just always bring it. Your insight is so great because again, you sound like an Italian from New York because you're Italian from New York, but you say, I don't know, but you do want to, good Bobby D, you do bring a lot. It's so logical because Kevin talked about the logic of it. I've been touching, same thing. I'm getting that feedback where we never had that type of feedback in the industry with our other offering where people were just slightly confused by it, didn't really know what deregulation meant. How much am I saving? Is it worth it? And now you go, wow, I could save this much money on a trip I'm going to take.
Right.
No brainer. I'm going to take the trip. Do I want to pay $3,000? Do I want to pay $2,500? So once we put the wheels in motion, we're able to actually use the tools that they're going to provide us with, and we can virally go out and just, put our tentacles out there and have people share this value proposition with more and more people.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit.
One last thing, if you don't mind me adding, John.
Yeah, sure.
That the radical simplicity and non-evasive or intrusive way to share it really is just sharing the portal. That's how we're going to acquire customers. So it's really the karma customer. And when you look at the math, that's where the majority of people go. There's a lot of money in that. So not even in the recruiting portion, and
That's
it's
true.
kind of a light thing. And so it's lead with the easiest, most non-evasive thing. Like, use my portal, and it'll work backwards towards us. They'll become members, and then ultimately become associates. So I see that like customer acquisition and member acquisition really is just sharing the portal, and that's something that's, I mean, it's so powerful. And again, for the folks watching, we have trainings on this. We have all the trainings. I'm surrounded by the books like this, wealth strategies. We have the book of how to build this business. We got it down, and it's so refreshing to have a vehicle that everyone already understands. We have the same sand, the same pools at the Marriott. Everyone understands the Marriott. They understand Cancun. The travel baseball, the travel cheerleading, and so it's. I can't wait for December 1st. I really can't.
It's going to be huge. Kevin, go ahead, buddy. Thank
I
you.
was just going to say, Vince, you touched on something. I'm a living example of when I saw those savings, I said, I've already signed up as good to be a rep, but I'm a customer. I want to be a customer. I can't wait for the site to open to shred my itinerary at Travelocity and rebook it on Travel Light. Like, it's just, you talk about something that's very tangible, and everybody who's a consumer or anybody who understands that, that's really a gift. So you talk about this, it's like, fine, get there on your own speed. If you're somebody who has to see things and touch it and feel it, a couple trips, play around with it, feel what it's like. Once you experience those savings, you're your own business. You've already signed on, you don't even realize it. I think that's very powerful.
So to finish up, because it's we're going at 48 minutes.
Let's go another hour.
We're going to go 6 hours, folks.
I've been doing 6 hours today.
You might know who we are, but we know who you are.
I need a few more vowels in my last name. Can I borrow some vowels?
You got to change it. Deborino.
We have plenty.
Deborino. But listen, folks, seriously, viral nature, just end with this, what Vinny said, is that it's going to work backwards. It's never worked backwards for us. It's never been someone feeling so satisfied and saying, wow, that was the easiest thing I did. I saved a few bucks. You shared the link with 4 or 5 people. We all saved money. Hey, I'm thinking about saving more money. I want to become a customer. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, you're making money? It's just the viral nature. It's just going to levels and layers of karma customers coming back. And again, right? 3 ways. Revolution's great. Residual's awesome, but there's going to be kickback karma money where the record could be making $40K a month. Who knows? The sky's the limit.
Yeah.
A lot of people that can't wrap their mind around it, but we know what we're going to do. So thank you so much for joining us, guys.
Thank you.
You're the best. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you,
We're going to
everyone.
put this out there. Guys, have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.
God bless. Peace.